Marty, where are you?
Off my desk, Ells. Oh, this room. It's been too long. It hasn't changed in the slightest, though. A flickering. And it's been 6 months, hasn't it? That's a long time for things to stay so similar. From my paper. Boy.
So, is your father alright, Susie? What happened?
My father?
That's right. So I was surprised to learn you'd be coming back so soon. Surprised but happy.
I think I wrote about it in my letter to you. It was all a trick. My father is in fine health, and I'm obviously very relieved about that. It was quite by accident that I've been able to return to Europe, actually. It's because of a very grand conference call called the International Forensic Science Symposium. Anyway, I've arrived safe and sound, and all that matters is that I'm here now. After all, I haven't yet fulfilled my promise to you, Iris.
Oh!
Yes, of course, I shall. I know. I'll tell you all that I can. When I first arrived back in Japan, I really thought I'd never be allowed to return to Britain. Curiously, after that awful trial at the Supreme Court, Father's mood changed entirely.
Ah! You dressed as a man then, didn't you, Susie?
Oh, well, yes. Since women are forbidden in the courtroom, I had no choice.
Wow, amazing! I wish I'd seen it. Don't you, Renault? I want to play at being a lawyer now. I could wear a fake mustache, maybe.
Stilts and very long pants.
Hey,
And a trench coat. That's right. The very large dog collar we found with the bee emblem on it. Shouldn't you be hanged by now?
Off with his head, Yella! He stole the emblem!
It
Off
seems
with
mi-
his
oh.
head!
Oh God. Now I'm wanting to go. Now I've been into Twisted Wonderland lately, and I finally got to book 4, where you visit the Scarabia dorm.
Nice.
Oh God.
Seems
I paid to hear that.
It seems Mr. Natsume included a drawing of the collar in the report he submitted about his time in Britain. I understand that when Father saw the report, he turned as white as a sheet. Father came to Britain himself, of course, to study. It was some time ago, but he stayed for 6 years. I can only imagine that something must have happened during that time. But if he refuses to tell me what it was, then I intend to find the answers for myself. I've decided that I, for one, won't keep any more secrets.
Oh, Susie.
Yes, and from Japan, my father and Judge Goku have been invited.
Goku.
Something of an honor, I believe.
Funny thing, Jikoku is, and for those who don't know, that if you use a different certain characters, that Jikoku is supposed to mean hell in Japanese.
Yes, His Excellency. Judge Seishiro Jigoku. You've met him, Mr. Naruhodo. Last year, in the Supreme Court. Can't possibly have forgotten. That terrible trial of yours when you were accused of murder. Yet no. My garlic bread.
Hey!
Well, it was Judge Jigoku who presided over that trial.
What'd you say about my beard? I will kick your ass.
I'm gonna kick your ass. I'll tell you what.
Judge Jikoku going into Josuke mode when he's pissed off and somebody talks shit about his.
Same here, honey bun.
Oh, well, anyway. His father was invited to the symposium. Agreed to me returning to Britain, too. It won't actually arrive until next month, but well, I couldn't wait. So I pleaded with him, and in the end, he agreed to me going on ahead. I believe it is, yes. As I understand it, Lord Strongheart organized the entire event himself. I think he's hoping by achieving exceptional results, he'll get the job of Attorney General. He's hoping to use his power to create the world's finest policing institution. That's what Father said, anyway. His father capitalized. Apparently, it's Lord Strongheart's lifelong ambition. How trying for you. What a baby. The extraordinary thing is, though, seems it's a name we should all forget. Since the incident, the government's intelligence services have been investigating Miss Brett. It turns out that an English woman by the name of Giselle Brett didn't actually exist.
What? Hey, what?
It was a pseudonym. Her real name was Shin? She wasn't a visiting student either. That was a front.
What?
Miss A. Shin. Her name is literally all our intelligence services have been able to ascertain about her.
A Shin.
Hello? Nobody knows why or even how she came to be in Japan. It's a complete mystery. I'm afraid I really don't know. Only thing we can be sure of is that she had some business in her country that we don't yet understand. Iris is still in the room, right?
Yeah.
A conversation I have with a 10-year-old in the room.
This 10-year-old knows more about crime than most of us know in here.
Oh. I'm afraid so. Yeah, I was about to say that was the same last name. Wait, hold on. After my friend Ray's trial, a reporter who actually killed Miss Brett said something very strange.
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh
dun.
gosh.
Not this son of a bitch.
I know the
That's
truth.
son of a bitch.
I know you had a hand in what went on. And that visiting student's fate. Nobody here in Japan knows anything about it. They don't know that the guy never made it to England, that he died on that steamship. That you'll never. Gosh, I'm on a Hey Arnold kick, so I was tempted to like end that with like the Dino Spumoni song. Obviously, I couldn't ask him to elaborate at the time. Later, I visited the man in his prison cell and asked him what he was going to say about Kazuma-sama. Hold on. After he died on the voyage to Great Britain, his body should have been unladen at the port of Hong Kong and passed into the care of the consulate staff there. Well, it turns out that his body never arrived.
What?
Right, we got body stealing now. Just
Did he fake?
disappeared.
I think he faked his death.
No. How could he fake his death when we saw it in front of us?
This
He's
is
in on
also
it.
like the late 1800s when didn't really tell as well. Government tried to cover the fact up, it seems. Erected a grave on the cliffs by our hometown. Except Kazuma-sama isn't there.
Yeah. See.
Yes, it would seem that he did. But he didn't tell me. They're still investigating what happened to Kazuma-sama's body as we speak. This reminds me of like no, it's totally unrelated, but there was a case where this guy's body was found in an amusement park or a carnival or something like that. And, like, didn't realize it was a real body. It completely mummified.
Oof.
I'll be back. I'm heading to check on the.
Yeah, okay. Or he could have a burial at sea.
Stop it, Mr. Naruhodo. It's too much to bear. Just thinking about the possibility pains me so very much. Get your mind back for a moment, Mr. Naruhodo.
Hi, Sherlock.
when Kazuma-sama was discovered, Mr. Sholmes was there, wasn't he?
I'm Russian. Leave me alone. You're on my ship, buddy. I can knock you off right now. Wasn't me.
We'll turn this boat around.
Yes, mother.
And he definitely examined the body. I remember it clearly. I will flip you like a pancake and then turn this boat around. There was no reason why he would possibly have done such a thing.
This is Sherlock Holmes. Jones, whatever. He's hiding the fact that somebody's dad is dead. Yes.
Ever told her
No.
about? So he didn't reveal the reason why, but she knows he's gone, or
No, she
both
doesn't.
things? Oh, all right.
Wait, I thought she thought he was still on a trip.
You mean on the two?
I
There's
was
too
gonna
many
say we
episodes.
don't want another situation like Luann being her dad's at the oil rig and
Mm-hmm.
right. The idea that he might still be alive somewhere wants to fill me with hope, but I can't let it, as if it turned out not to be true. And I'll be back at the bottom of that awful pit of despair again. I'm terrified of what that might do to me.
Oh.
It must be about a year ago now. I wrote a really long story based on some of my father's old notes. It's about one of Hurley's greatest exploits. I call it The Hound of the Baskervilles. So, nobody knows anything apart from Hurley and I. But for some reason, you knew the title of it, didn't you, Susie?
Oh, it sounds so exciting. The Hound of the Baskervilles. I should love to read it.
And you wouldn't tell me how you'd come to know it.
Yes, but I made you a promise that I would explain one day, didn't I? I think it's time.
Dun dun dun.
Oh,
I'm only sorry I've had to keep it from you for so long, Iris. It was completely by accident that I came to know the title of your manuscript, Iris. It was a short while before we left Japan. I was cleaning Father's study and I saw on his writing desk a large box of papers. There was a label affixed to the box that was written in English. It read, Hound of the Baskervilles.
My Baskerville story?
Of course, I had no idea what it was at the time. Father came in and... Oh, Father. No, I simply read the label, that's all. Sorry? I have no idea. But when I heard Iris mention the word Baskerville that day, title just slipped out. I would never have guessed. It was an unpublished account of one of Mr. Sholm's exploits. I returned to Japan. I asked Father to explain. He refused to answer any of my questions. And there was no sign of the big box in his office. That's really all I know about it. I've no doubt that Father has a very good reason for being so secretive about it. Still, I made up my mind to explain myself to both of you.
Well, thank you for being so honest, Susie.
Yeah, that's kind of genius, though. Send the manuscript to all the way across the world. No one's gonna be able to read it unless they know English. So, Mr. Naruhodo, I'm ready to start investigating if you are. I've committed every detail about the case to memory. And Iris has told me about the disturbing happenings at the Waxwork Museum as well.
You wouldn't believe.
She told me how she kicked Mr. Sholmes in the knee. Kid's gonna be like, "Hi, Susie."
What the fuck did I just come back to?
Kid's
Sorry,
gonna...
sorry, the power went out for a minute. Yeah.
I would think our first port of call should be to investigate this Mr. Drebber.
It wasn't me.
The engineer responsible for building the elaborate machine that was used to effect this extraordinary trick. Then we need to go and arrest him. Ready to take him down if you are.
She is ready to throw.
I'm ready to throw hands, as they say.
Hmm. It sounds like it's a case of tracking someone down. It's a job for the police or a great detective.
Oh no.
Good idea. Well, best of luck then. I'm going to Brixton Road shortly for the herb market. But let me know later how you got on, won't you? Honey, I gotta make my teas. What are you talking about?
That's how
Of
she
course, gotta
tastes so
get those
sweet.
spices and chamomile.
Oh. Oh, some good old chamomile.
How the
Oh.
fuck you get chalk? Oh no.
He's going completely bonkers.
Oh gosh, he's pulling a Professor Gerald Robotnik from Sonic Adventure 2.
Ninja 2.
battle.
Oh, damn. Oh, like probably going insane. Like he went insane after Maria was killed.
Gosh, he's... Oh my, the whole wall of the cell is covered in mathematical equations.
Oh gosh.
My name is Susato Mikotoba. I'm Mr. Naruhodo's judicial assistant. It's a pleasure to meet you, Professor. Oh gosh.
Oh my god.
Sir, I am 16. How old is he? Like, I'm gonna look this up. Oh. Like he's gotta be in his 30s, right? Oh.
Well, back in those days. Like 33-year-old men usually married 16-year-olds.
Oh gosh. But back then, women died in childbirth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just
Plus
saying, this is their times.
Also, I don't
Somehow
like
Chris-
where his gaze is. Like, I know it's
Me either.
unintentional, but
Chris Hansen, where the fuck? This must be way before Chris Hansen came about.
This is Chris Hansen's great-great-great-grandfather job.
oh,
They're
dear,
called breasts. They're supposed to be there, sir.
I'm sorry if my presence here upsets you.
You said it, I didn't.
Professor Hairbrain, have you been working on in your cell?
What?
What?
Your autobiography. Really?
Diddled and fiddled.
This guy needs a hooker now. Get off me, cat. I don't want to see your butt in my face.
Oh, but he wants to show you it's clean. The wretched man deceived you, Professor. It's unforgivable. We must do everything we can to find him and bring him to justice. Are there no more clues you can give us to his whereabouts? I was just about to say.
Oh, God.
Yes, no more of that stuff from Wales. I've never used any kind of perfume, Mr. Naruhodo, and I'm not sure I'd like to start with that. Ambergris. Don't suppose you know even part of the workshop's address, Professor? You don't have a business card from Mr. Drebber, for example? Knock Drebber, engineer. I'm afraid that's all it says. There's no address. I think perhaps it's machine oil. Yes, that's right, but more importantly, it is more fragrant than the finest perfume, so excuse me a moment. Oh, doesn't appear to have any scent at all. I'd have to do a small BRB just to get rid of my plate.
Okay. Okay, so I'm getting close. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
JoJo's Fabulous LA Adventure. Trying to avoid that copyright.
Let's just call it JoJo's LA Adventure again. That's fine. We're spitballing too.
Understandable. How's everybody's days been? Damn. Jesus. You trying to come the Hulk on us? Not easy.
Okay. Crap.
I wouldn't
I
say
only
that
need
after
one
I
more
was,
level. Go ahead.
I was just talking to Joey. I was saying I wouldn't say that if I were you. Okay. Now do you, Mooney?
I'm just saying. I was just telling to myself. I'm just like one level away from hitting level 33, so I can finish up, hopefully, book 4 of Twisted Wonderland before I can wait for the update where we get to the 5th dorm. So yeah, I've been pretty busy, and plus these events that are coming up. This event that's up. They've got like the exhibition thing for the other dorms, like not get the head wardens, but the house wardens, but like the vice house warden and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like for the Hearts Lobule that you can get like Ace, Deuce, Trey, and Cater, and Savannah Claw to get Jack and Ruggy. Their SSR cards, and it's boosted. I've already got Ace from Hearts Lobule and Ruggy from Savannah Claw. I'm only missing Deuce, Trey, and Cater SSRs, and Jack's SSR too.
You'll find them, girl. I know you will.
Yeah.
I'm just tired out.
Girl, me too. I'm just, not to mention, my work wanted me to come into work Friday on my day off, and I was like, hell no.
Fuck that shit.
I mean, it would be a 7-day stretch for me if I went.
For someone that says, like, this would be a short BR, it's turned into a long-ass BR.
No, it's...
That's what I'm telling you. I'm tired. I don't care. I went over to my sister's house today to hang out with her grandkids, my great nieces and nephews. They tired me out.
10 for specialists with Jade as your study partner.
You ever had a 6-year-old begging you to, like, tickle her? I have. Like, she's addicted to being tickled. Next you know, they're doing dance moves and all that shit, and I'm like, So that's how my day's been. Tiring. Yeah.
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 I think that's what the giant clock is for.
What's up, Mama? You afraid of the nobody?
Did I miss?
Hey.
I'll be able to see it too.
What's up, Cash? Buddy.
I see a redneck. What did I
Give us some King of the Hill nods.
uh, We're extremely sorry to have troubled you when you were so busy, my lord. Well, I suppose we can go F ourselves then.
Holy fuck.
I love it.
Nice.
A corner.
It looks as though the doctor is in here. But we're here now, so we may as well do some sightseeing, don't you think? It appears to be an accounting ledger. It's a record of the forensic investigation team's spending, I think. Oh. It's clear that the team purchases various equipment and supplies on a monthly basis, but... Well, one entry seems rather strange. You're buying 500 scalpels every month. I don't know. Judicial autopsies are only carried out in certain special circumstances. That's a tongue twister. And scalpel blades can be sharpened too. Well, you know, just building a giant scalpel out of little scalpels. I think this is me. What are you doing? So you thought you'd snoop around. That's acceptable to you people from the east, is it?
Damn.
Well,
What
what
a
do you want?
Bitch.
Hmm. So he came to ask you about your findings and Lord Strongheart's advice. Very well. If the Lord Chief Justice has given his consent, I'll tell you what our investigation revealed. When we're done, you must leave immediately. You will leave or I will cut you.
Oh.
Nice piece
Bitch
of
ain't a
fuck out cake.
Now we
bitch.
know what-
Bitch ain't. Bitch ain't afraid because she's got all them scalpels.
Yeah, I was about to say, now we know what she used the scalpels for.
So, you want to know what the forensic investigation team determined from its examination of the scene? The victim, Mr. Adiasman, who disappeared from the experimentation stage amid an explosion. And the Mr. Asman, who appeared moments later partway up the Crystal Tower. Or, without question, one and the same person. That is the team's conclusion.
Ow!
What?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm not even near anything.
If it was an elaborate trick, we can only speculate about how it was carried out. Let's see. If two people who looked very similar to each other were involved, could have made it appear as if one single person had switched places, couldn't they? Very true, but sadly in this instant, that was not the case. The man who disappeared and the man who subsequently reappeared was the same person. The fingerprints at the scene make that quite evident. They're not yet officially recognized as forensic evidence in the British justice system. But one day, they will be used as an investigative aid as a matter of course. Oh my, but that would mean that the instantaneous kinesis... It's flickering on my end, that's why I'm having trouble. The instantaneous kinesis actually took place. So, where does that leave us? My team was tasked with investigating, not drawing conclusions.
Mama, what is this?
This is a lawyer, dear.
Mama,
Yes?
can I cut this one up? I've never seen inside of an Eastern person before. I want to know what it looks like.
It's flickering into. Of course you can't. It's a live specimen, as you can very well see.
Boring.
Oh dear, Mr. Naruhodo. You're as pale as a corpse.
Well, damn, she's gone full-blown psycho bitch.
Well, look at her mother.
Excuse you. But I can't pet you? I can't pet you? Sleeping right now, but I wanted to.
Buddy.
I had no idea there were so many people in the world. It feels as though it's taken us 2 hours just to make our way through the crowds to this point. Gosh, I do wish I had your absence of mind sometimes, Mr. Naruhodo. Is it Chip Guy? Chip Guy?
Ah!
Ah!
Warm greetings to you. I do hope you've been keeping well since the last we met. Not you, Sunshine. The gentlewoman, so loyal at your side.
Oh, why thank you, Inspector. Good of you to notice. You like my hat? It matches yours.
Right, well, that's the young trainee's domain. Oi! Get over here, Gina!
Down your fish and chips out of my way. Huh?
Aw.
Eh?
Gina, she's a police officer now.
She's a good kid, actually. Heart's in the right place. Anyway, she got the detection bug, if you ask me. Yep, I think she'll follow in my footsteps nicely. It being transferred, it's time for me to say toodaloo to London.
Oh no, really?
Not likely. But you're welcome to try. If you don't mind a trip to France, that is. I'll be working in the Paris police prefecture. Be right up my alley. That's the way the adult world works, sunshine. Don't go picking your nose in where it's not wanted. Poking, sorry.
You can also be picking your nose. It's not wanted. That's quite rude.
I'm trying not to laugh over your neighbors of the time. I'm intending to take the kid with me when I go.
That's Gregson got the kid in the divorce.
Well, I can't leave her here in London. Who knows what become of her? He's so cool.
I don't think he's worried about her pickpocketing, Mr. Naruhodo. I think he's worried about the Reaper.
Yep. Yeah, I can't catch the kid. Anyways, I haven't mentioned any of this to Gina. So don't go blabbing, you hear me? I gotta keep that diving diva safe and sound. Until all this is over, at least.
Oi! Did you just call me a bloomin' diving diva again?
So you did you? Right, well, any questions about the scene, you can put them to my capable detective diva here.
Alright, you're the boss. Inspector Lestrade's in charge here now.
Oh,
Isn't he great? Dobby's his name.
oh.
Oh, how delightful. He's absolutely adorable. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, alright. If it's around here, you can do what you like. Now my thing's starting to lag. I'm gonna be playing with me new friend here.
The machine that exploded must be at the top of those stairs, I presume. I haven't actually seen it yet, so if you don't mind.
Sorry, you can't go up there, Susie.
Oh.
It's like I told Odo yesterday. Even I ain't allowed near that rack. What's it called again? The reason we ain't supposed to touch it. The special... That's the one. That's why only them lot are allowed to investigate it. What are they called again? The forensic something? That's the one, yeah.
But isn't it the case that the special suspension has been lifted?
Think so. I don't really get it. To be truthful with you, you're still supposed to get permission from some big wig or other, as far as I know. What was his name again? Sir Lord Strand something?
I'm not sure that's quite right, Gina. I think you mean Lord Strongheart, perhaps.
That's the one. Yeah. Apparently, he's always watching the time or something.
Yeah.
Actually, we've just recently been to see Lord Strongheart.
Eh? You go? You've met? Last time, the boss was called up to go and see him. He went for 3 hours at the Cove's office and came back sniveling.
Well, Lord Strongheart has given us permission to examine the scene, as long as we touch nothing.
Oh, yeah? Alright then, go ahead. But if it turns out you're lying, it'll be the boss who gets it. He'll never eat another chip in it again in his life.
What do you say about my chips?
So you're still saying this is all above board, are ya?
I'm sure everything will be fine.
Alright then. Them's the stairs. Off you go.
Oh, triggering. Hold on. Oh, thank you, Gina.
It was great, wasn't it? I had a right laugh. It was a new one on me, that. You know, being in court and not spend the whole time when I'm gonna be found out.
You did keep an awful lot of secrets in your previous court appearances, didn't you?
Yeah, and others made things hard for me every single time and all. But watching someone else get it in the neck is a lot of fun, actually.
I blame the kid. You popped all the meat?
It was amazing when you saw that dodgy professor's dodgy tent. Flicker. What's this whole fix?
The dodgy professor, as you put it, Gina, is Mr. Naruhodo's client.
It's the
Oh.
boss. It's the boss I feel sorry for. Sent off to do the impossible.
What do you mean?
It's supposed to arrest out of the cove, ain't he? On the time for tomorrow, no. You know, that dodgy engineer. What's his name again? That's the one, yeah. God damn, I feel like every time we need to get a drink every time she says that shit. It's putting too much on the boss, if you ask me. He says it's giving him gothic.
Oh dear, but I do wonder if that isn't actually from all the fried food.
He's really funny looking. Got the eyes, what don't match. Got a glimpse of a picture of him earlier. I mean, I didn't actually pinch it or nothing. The old devil's got it. You know, the scowling reapers, what's always glugging down glasses of that blood red plunk.
Lord Van Zeeks.
Is always island for me, that cove. Don't know what he is scowling about, mind. Probably would have been a pretty good boss, as it goes. I suppose you're right. I hadn't thought of it like that. Anyway, the point is, everyone at the yard's dead set on finding this fishy engineer. But they don't seem to be no clues to go on, so they're stuck.
Time for the doggo.
Oi! Don't be so flaming rude, Odo. He ain't no mutt, alright. Toby's, aren't they, put it? Oh yeah. A bona fide... Damn it. A detective. I've given him a proper title and everything. It's Chief Inspector Toby to you.
And he
Aw.
is a certified good boy.
he
Very certified good boy indeed.
needs some certified treats. Oh.
Ooh, so he's a police dog, is he? I've heard that they're already being used officially in Germany as part of their city policing. They're used for chasing criminals and such like. They have a wonderful sense of smell after all. Oh.
You pervert!
Ew.
That's nothing compared to this little fella, Hodo. Battle of the Spells, bitch. According to what the boss said, once Toby has got a good whiff of your drawers, it could chase that scent to the other side of the world.
He does the doggy paddle. Oh. Mr. Naruhodo. I think you may have missed the point by rather a wide margin.
I'm telling you, Otto, there's gonna be more and more dogs doing their bit for the police in the future.
I just noticed they have matching accessories.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
But one of these days, they'll be barking orders at Oswald, not the other way around.
Oh dear. Sorry, Gina. I don't think I agree with your vision quite that much.
Anyway, whatever you whatever you think about that, Dobby here is the Britain's first police dog. I found him down the east end the other day. Someone checked him out on the street.
Aw.
Let's talk about this.
Oh, Gina. Such a kind-hearted soul, aren't you? To children and to animals. Oh.
Yeah. Still learning me letters at the moment. I only know at E. So if I ain't too much bleeding trouble,
Actually, Gina, it's the back of the card that's important.
I'll come. There's just a dirty old smudge on the back, that's all.
It turns out that this is very high-quality French machine oil. It has a very particular scent, apparently.
You don't say. Let's have a whiff then.
And I'm gonna say it now, I'm gonna lose my crap if this dog leads us to, like, some secret passage in the Crystal Tower.
Sure, I don't smell nothing. Ah, right. Yeah, I mean Toby.
That is such a cool dog. Professor Hairbrain informs us that this oil is unique to Mr. Drebber's workshop.
So you mean if evils are sent to this oil, Toby could lead us to that dodgy Cove's workshop?
That's right, that is exactly what we were hoping.
Alright then, we'll give it a go. I'll just borrow that. If I can lead everyone to that Drebber's workshop, I'll be the boss's boss before next week.
Oh yes, Gina. I'm sure you'll be promoted. You can buy him all the chips you could ever want.
Not that, although, leave it to me. We're gonna get going after that dodgy engineer Cove right this minute. Oh, but hang on. Someone's supposed to be on guard duty here all the time. Oh, right. Oh well, never mind. But it ain't gonna be with me what gets it in the neck. It'll be the boss. Ready, Toby? Go get that oil scent off you. Come on then, boy. See you later. And I disappear in the future.
I do hope the scent of that oil leads them to that swindler's workshop.
Good timing. Good timing, then I'll be back. Gotta go check that laundry again.
Right. Oh my. So this is the machine. And that was used to deceive people into thinking instantaneous kinesis had taken place. It's extraordinary lengths Professor Harebrain went to in order to obtain a research grant. Yes, of course. It is amazing, though, isn't it? The scale of the whole affair is so very British. Oh, look, is that
Oh no.
Lord Van Zeeks? Already? But we have permission to be here from the top. We're perfectly well allowed to investigate this machine as long as we don't touch anything. Exactly. So we can stay here and stare at this wreckage for as long as we like. Really, but if I'm not mistaken, it's the cage in which the victim was standing before he was apparently beamed through the air. Or more precisely, Japanese cypress, I think. Despite having been in an explosion and then falling from a great height, it's relatively unharmed. What wonderfully durable construction, wouldn't you say, Mr. Naruhodo? But sadly, not with the body inside it.
No telling what.
What a terrible explosion it must have been. Even the steel girders have buckled and twisted in the blast. But look, Mr. Naruhodo, a metal grill on the floor. Looks as though it's designed to open. I don't think there's any doubt that this was a very elaborate hoax, is there? Oh, is that Andrew? Be strong, Mr. Naruhodo. Your country and your assistants stand firm behind you.
Yeah.
Lord Chief Justice Strongheart granted us permission to investigate. On the condition that we didn't disturb anything.
This man looks like he has a chronic headache, always.
Ask away, Mr. Naruhodo. You won't know unless you try. Oh.
Oh. Oh no.
What's your interest in that?
As it happens, Lord Van Zeeks, there's a rather curious case that's come to our attention. Are you aware of Madame Twosbell's Museum of Waxwork by any chance? Well, our particular waxwork has been stolen from the place, held for ransom. It's according to Professor Hairbrain. As of a tall, thin gentleman who has straight white hair and wears a black monocle. We'd very much appreciate any more clues you can give us. I've got to have the balls in the relationship. Oh.
The milk falls over.
Who is this man, Mr. Naruhodo? Lord Van Zeeks. May we speak with your apprentice for a moment? Kazuma-sama. Our posture, presence,
What the fuck?
can only be you, isn't it, Kazuma-sama?
What the fuck?
Since when has he been in your care? Don't recall you having an apprentice before I left Britain 6 months ago. He has amnesia. You'd already met that masked man, hadn't you, Mr. Naruhodo? I see. And if Kazuma-sama really is alive, it means that Mr. Sholmes lied to us. Of course.
Wait, we can't hear for now. If we could just return to
I'm sure Gina and little Toby won't let us down. Now then. Do you think we ought to try to speak with Mr. Sholmes at this point? We have things to discuss, and I'm dying to meet him again after all these months. Yes, Iris told me about his latest unusual venture.
Boo. It's getting
What?
good.
Like, holy fuck. What's going on here? Is there like some necromancy going on or what?
I'm thinking about just going ahead and finding out what the hell's going on here. Nah.
Hey, he wants you to go vanilla, Circus.
Fuck vanilla. Now I'm too interested. Yeah, that's true.
Like I said, we're all going to try and go vanilla on this.
Wait. Hold up. Before we end this, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey is a horror retelling of the famous legend of Winnie the Pooh. This, of course, is not being done by Disney. Winnie entered the public domain in January of 2022.
What?
Winnie the Pooh is being made into an R-rated horror film. Yes, really. It looks terrible.
Oh no.
This
Time to give us
is
a
when you
banana
know
split.
we're going to hell.
I'm looking at this picture of it looks like bad, and then it's like, I guess what's supposed to be Piglet, and then there's a lady in a pool in a hot tub, because of course there is. It looks so stupid. Elliot, what are you doing?
You can show us a picture when we're off.
All right.
See you Friday.